In order to make our tripod vases, we are going to start with a rolled out slab of clay. The roller leaves a texture that we don't want. So the first thing you're going to do is try to smooth it out. And we're going to use this tool. It's called a rib. What you need to do with this is have a little cup of water and you're going to wet the tool. It makes it glide over the clay a little smoother. And you're going to run this over your clay. Do not put a ton of pressure. Notice how I'm not really collecting clay on the side. If I put too much pressure, then it will change the shape. It'll flatten my clay a little bit too much. So just light pressure, just enough to get rid of that texture. Okay, then we can use our sponge. Be careful with these sponges. They're very absorbent. A little bit of water goes a long way. You don't want this to be soaking wet. Just a little bit of water to help smooth it out again. Okay, so that's the one side. You're gonna carefully flip it over. Same thing to the other side. So now you're going to pick your template. I have two templates. One is more mug sized, it's 5 inches. One is more like a teacup size. It's a little bit shorter, it's 4 inches. It does not matter which one you pick as long as that's the one you want, so you can pick. I'm gonna go with the 5-inch one for my example. And you're gonna place this on top of your clay. Now you're gonna look for this tool. It's a needle tool. Be careful because they are sharp, so we have to be extra cautious when using them. For both of the long sides, the 10-inch sides, your tool needs to be straight up and down, not at any kind of angle. Now for the short sides, this is different. You do want your tool at an angle. You're gonna pick an angle about 45 degrees. Okay, so not straight up and down, but about 45 degrees. And both sides are gonna get the same angle. Don't do opposites. Make sure it's the same angle. And you just wanna make sure you go in and just very carefully at that edge. So the top of your tool is on your template, and then it goes out. This side, it's the opposite. It's gonna go into the clay. You're done with your template. You don't wanna reach in and grab your clay out. Instead, cut your way out. Keep some extra clay handy. In order to put our clay together, we are going to be standing it up and we're going to be attaching the two angled sides together. So in order to do that, you can't just take smooth clay and put it together. There's nothing for it to stick together. So you have to create some roughening of the surface, and that's called scoring. So we're going to use these rake tool. Kind of looks like that. And we're going to be adding some texture. So you rake that. I'm going to very gently flip it over so I can get this angle. Rake that. And I'm going to use one of my brushes with the water. Now, water with a little bit of clay in it is called slip. You don't want to use too much, so a little bit on your brush, and you're just going to add this. So we scored and slipped both sides that are going to be connected. Okay, and we very carefully pick it up, and we start curling them around. You want to make sure that the two sides connect together all the way down. Smooth out the seams carefully. On the inside, it's hard to fit your finger, so you can use one of these curved tools. Always wet your tools first. Very carefully push the clay together. I like to work from the overhang side in. You can use a damp finger, a little bit of water on your finger to smooth it in. Careful that you're not pinching it thinner. The outside, you can use your fingers, you can use a sponge. And the goal is for it to look like one solid piece. Now I'm just helping keep it into a circle all the way